South. Can y'all really feel me? Feel us. East Coast, feel me. Feel us. West Coast, feel me. Say what? Dirty South. Here we go. Can y'all really feel me? I got to East Coast, feel me. West Coast, feel me.
Hey guys, it's BrittanyBearMakeup here and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a makeup look inspired by the beautiful Aaliyah using some of the products from her MAC collaboration she has coming out. Don't forget to turn on your post notifications so you can be a part of my Bear family. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button and keep on watching as I show you guys how to get this beautiful look inspired by the gorgeous Aaliyah.
You are now rocking with
Brittany, bitch.
Alright Bear family, let's go ahead and get started on today's look. So I was inspired by the beautiful Aaliyah because MAC came out with a collection with her and I wanted to use some of the products in the collection and show you guys a look that she used to rock back in the day that I am obsessed with. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started by priming my eyelids. For this guys, you already know I'm a huge fan of my Tarte Shape Tape, so I'm gonna be using this to apply to both eyelids and give them a nice solid base. Then taking my damp beauty blender, I'm just pressing the product in and making sure that it's nice and ready to go. Now, quick little funny story is that I drove all the way to my makeup studio to film 2 tutorials today and I forgot my brushes. So I like scrapped around in my studio to try to find as many brushes as I could. So my brush collection today is gonna be extremely random. I have about 4 brushes I have to work with. So I'm gonna do my best to use these and show you guys how you can make anything work to make a poppin' look. I'm going to be taking the beautiful Aaliyah's collaboration, her beautiful MAC palette that she came out with. So this palette has some really beautiful shades. It has like a really bright purple, some smoky shadows, and then it also has your neutrals as well as some really fun colors. Alright guys, so picking up that light brown shade from her palette, I'm going to be using a iconic London brush. This is one of the brushes that I scrapped out and found. So I'm going to be placing this into the crease of my eye. And this is basically just to be a very light shadow to give me some dimension to create that nice beautiful crease that we want. So far, I really do love the pigment of it. It's a very, very subtle light neutral color. Nothing too crazy. One thing I did notice about this palette though is there is a little bit of fallout, but still doing the job. Still works very well. Alright guys, so once I went ahead and I placed that color right into the crease as my transition color, I'm then going to add a little smokiness to the corner of my eye. So I noticed that she always went for almost kind of like a smoky liner. Nothing too structured or too perfect, but we're going to go ahead and try to recreate this today. This time I'm going to be taking the brush Morphe M574 brush, and I'm going to be taking this dark chocolate shade on the bottom, and I'm going to be applying this almost as if it's like a thick liner on the corner of my eye. So this is what it kind of looks like. I'm going to go in back with that same iconic brush and just kind of blend everything out so that there are no serious, like really harsh lines to this look. Alright guys, so here's what it looks like once I went ahead and kind of blended out that light brown shade. I'm going to go ahead and take off the tape. So taking a damp clean wipe, I'm going to go ahead and just clean up all the fallout I have going on to give me that really nice, beautiful, sharp edge. Alright guys, I'm quickly going to go ahead and do the same step onto the other side, and I'll be back in a second to show you guys the final look of our eyeshadow using the Aaliyah MAC palette. Alright guys, so we went ahead and finished off, I always say we, like who am I referring to, because technically I'm the one who's doing my own makeup, so I went ahead and finished off the other side of my eyeshadow, and this is what we're working with. So what I noticed as well is that she also had like this really sharp point in her inner corner of her eye. So for that guys, I'm going to be taking my Maybelline Master Precise eyeliner pen, and I'm going to go ahead and just kind of go over my eyeliner thing that I have going on. So on the corner, I'm just going to kind of stretch my eye a little bit, and I'm going to try to make that nice point go across the lower lash line. And I'm just drawing like a small wing, nothing too crazy. Alright guys, so now that I went ahead and did this, I'm going to move on to my favorite part, which is foundation. So for today's foundation, I'm going to be taking my JOUER High Essential Full Coverage Foundation. So I'm going to go ahead and start blending the product out onto my face. Love this foundation. It just gives me the best full coverage, flawless look that I'm going for. So I'm blending all of this out. And as you guys can see, I literally only put 1 pump of foundation all over my face, and the coverage of this is just so phenomenal. It is just so beautiful and creamy and rich, and it feels like I'm not wearing anything on my face, which is what I love about this foundation. And once I feel that I got a beautiful, nice coverage, it is time to move on to our concealer. So for today, guys, I'm gonna be keeping the under eye concealer very simple, very Brittany Bear. For those of you guys who know, it's already gonna be the Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Fair Neutral. So I'm gonna be applying this to all the areas I want a little bit of extra highlight to. So both sides under the eyes, on the sides of my nose as well, the bridge of my nose, and I like to just draw like this really nice straight tribal line, my chin. So I'm gonna go ahead and pat this under my eyes and make sure that they are nice and brightened. Then onto the other side, I'm just gonna go ahead and blend that out. I feel like I was looking at pictures of Aaliyah back in the day, and I noticed that she actually highlighted and contoured, which is so crazy to me because I feel like this was like this new age type of makeup. You'd actually be really surprised if you went back and looked at photos of her. Like, she was snatched. She had a nose contour, she had like serious cheekbone contour. So I was really glad to see that she wasn't afraid to be glamorous and play around with makeup. Alright guys, so I went ahead and I finished off blending out all of my concealers and my foundation, and this is basically what I'm left with. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm actually going to be baking using my concoction of Ben Nye banana powder and Hourglass veil. So I'm gonna apply a little bit onto my sponge. I say a little bit, but we know I'm about to go in with this powder. So I'm gonna be packing this on. On the bridge of my nose as well, I'm bringing that highlight down on my chin. Oh my god, I put a lot of powder. On the side of my face, as well as on the other side, and on the center where I naturally get a little bit more oily. Remember, I always get questions asked, how do you control your oil? How do you not have to retouch throughout the day? It's all about baking, and it's about baking with the good products. Ben Nye banana powder is like stage makeup, so it really absorbs all that moisture and it locks in your face throughout the day. So if this is something you struggle with and you want to look poppin', you don't want to have your contacts out throughout the day, I highly suggest you try my concoction. You guys are gonna love it. Like, it really does work. Alright guys, so once I went ahead and allowed my face to kind of bake for a couple seconds, I'm gonna move on to bronzer. And Aaliyah actually came out with her own bronzer. I'm so excited! So this is the packaging. When you open it, it also has her name encrusted in the bronzer, which is super cool, and I just think that is so cool. So this actually has like a lot of beautiful sparkles in it. Let's see what it says. It's called Baby Girl Bronzing Powder. So it's like a beautiful bronzer, but it also has glitter in it. So I'm gonna use this today to bronze my face. Luckily, I found a brush to do this, the Morphe M403 brush. I'm gonna begin by bronzing up my cheekbones. So this is a very beautiful, subtle, oh, I said subtle, and then out of nowhere, it just like, boop, just popped out. So I would say this is a really beautiful bronzer. It's like, I wanna say it's more warm. So if you like cooler bronzers, this definitely is not a bronzer that you might be fond of. However, I personally like more warm bronzers. I think that it doesn't make me look muddy. So it's actually really pretty. What do you guys think? Alright guys, so the next step is going to be for me to go off camera and contour my nose. So I'm going to go off camera, do that, and when I come back, we're going to finish off this beautiful Aaliyah inspired makeup tutorial. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright guys, so I went ahead and went off camera to finish off my eyebrows, the typical Brittany move. Doesn't want to waste your guys' time or have you sit here for like 20 minutes watching me do my eyebrows, because that's boring. But if you guys decide you do want to learn how I do my eyebrows, then go ahead and click this link right above so you guys can learn. So the next step is going to be applying blush. So for today, I'll be taking my NARS Orgasm Blush and the same Morphe brush, because you already know the story. I only have like 2 brushes to work with today, but thank God it's one of my favorites. I'm gonna go ahead and smile and place this on my cheekbones. Alright, so just like that, we went ahead and just added a little bit of pop of color to our cheek. Now we are going to finish off our eye look, and by doing that, I'm going to be taking my Benefit Bad Girl Bang mascara, my Bad Girl Bang mascara, and I'm going to be applying this onto my lashes, prepping them for the falsies. Just a thin coat on both sides. Then taking my Salon Perfect lashes, these are the 650 lashes. They are very natural, very pretty. I'm going to be doing what I always do, cutting off the first part of the lash, and then I'm going to be placing all of the drama on the corners of my eyes. I noticed in a lot of her pictures, she had like eyelash extensions, so I wanted to create something very similar. A very wispy, natural look, nothing too over the top or crazy. Alright guys, so here's what I look like once I went ahead and I applied my false lashes. As you guys can see, they're still kind of drying, but I'm just gonna grab a thin coat of mascara to apply to the tips of them and just make sure that they're ready to go Aaliyah style. Alright guys, so the next step is going to be to take my MAC, and this is the Whisper of Guilt, and I'm going to be applying this just to a little bit, to all the areas of my face that I want to add a little bit more of that highlight to. So right above my cheekbone, the upper part of my forehead, the other side, my cupid's bow, collarbone, my shoulders, basically everywhere. I just want to look like a glowing goddess. So the next step is going to be our lips. And for today, I'm going to be using her brown liner. Now this could be a liner for your eyes, this could be a liner for your lips. There are so many purposes for this. So I'm going to be using my brown liner to do that. Alright guys, so I'm going to be trying out her lip liner that comes with the MAC collection, and I'm going to be outlining my lips. This is going to be really dark, so understand that I'm aware of this. We're going to make it work, we're going to blend it in and give us that beautiful Aaliyah lip. And then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be taking one of my KKW Beauty lipsticks. So I'm going to be taking the lipstick number 6, which is a beautiful brown shade. Just like that. And I'm going to be applying this to my lips and mixing it in with that lip liner. So to top it off, I'm actually going to be using one of Aaliyah's lip glosses that she came out with. This one is called Brooklyn Born. Love it. Ooh, this is so pretty. Alright guys, so here is the final Aaliyah inspired makeup tutorial using some of the products from her MAC collaboration. I love how it turned out. I went for her more smoky look and that subtle lip that she used to rock. I hope all of you guys loved today's tutorial. They even sent us like this cute bandana, so I had to put it on to show you guys the final look. If you guys liked today's tutorial, then don't forget to give it a big ol' thumbs up, like, share, comment, and as always guys, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and I will see all of my bear family in the next video. Bye guys!
South. Can y'all really feel me? Feel us. East Coast, feel me? Feel us.